that plays all kinds of games, yeah. Games like Minecraft with his wife, wrestling with the Rabbit Wrestling Federation. Pokemon, you can't go wrong. Star Wars, may the Force be with you. Undertale, back to the boss of Narikadu and a war adventure. Let's join the rabbit for lots of fun. It's not hard to miss, a rabbit is number one. Showing Twitch God's love, and with God's love he can do it all. Showing Twitch God's love, and with God's love he can do it all. The stream is starting now.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another JRabbit87 stream. I'm your host, JRabbit87, alongside my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebird10. And I hope you all are ready for some wrestling action today. We've got 10 matches for you, and I know that we're starting a little bit later, which means that we will most likely be going past the 9 o'clock. We're probably going to go pretty late tonight, so I just want to give the disclaimer that if you guys can't stay for everything, I appreciate what little time you can stay. Yeah. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get started with our commands. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He has blessed both me and my wife extremely greatly, and we want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves. We also want to say a huge thank you to everybody that joins us today. It means so much to us that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with us. And of course, a huge thank you to our sponsors. Spooky Games, still got a little bit of time before I stop asking. $35 to get both of them. 2 games that are rather spooky and horror elemented games. If you'd like to help me get those, PayPal's the way to do it. Discord, we have one of those. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, feel free to grab that link that my hashtag wonderful wife has posted in the chat and come join us. We've got tons of chat rooms, and we'd just love to see you there. Slow down. YouTube, we have one of those as well. If you'd like to check out some of our past live streams, feel free to grab that link and join us over on YouTube. TikTok, if you'd like to check out some of the highlight videos that I've worked on, feel free to grab that link and join us over there. Last but not least are ways that you can help support the stream if you would like to do so. Always keep in mind that with the exception of the spooky games, nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, y'all, it is time to get into the nitty-gritty. It is time to talk about our card here tonight. Y'all, we have such an interesting show for you. If you guys weren't here last week, RWF is under new management. We have been taken over literally by the New World Order and Eric Bischoff, the leader of the New World Order. He has he's definitely thrown his power around, and tonight is no different. The power that Eric Bischoff has seems to be, oh boy. But yeah, tonight, last week we saw, or last RWF, whenever it was, we saw the Authority, Randy Orton, Batista, and Triple H face off against the Faces of Fear. They will once again be in 6-man tag team action. Again, I don't know who they're going to be facing, but they will be starting the night off in that 6-man match. Right after that, we have a case of number 1 contenders versus the current champions, as the current number 1 contenders for the Women's European and Women's Championship, Wendy Chu and Stacy Keibler, face off against the current champions Piper Niven and Shayna Baszler in tag team action. Speaking of tag team, after that we will start our war of momentum over both the women's and men's tag team championship titles. Starting off with the women's as Katana Chance faces off against Shotzi. Right after that, Big Kevin Nash faces off against Montez Ford. After that, we have another tag team where the number one contenders faces off against the current champions. We have the number one contender for the United States Championship and the number one contender for the Pure Honor Championship, the Macho Man Randy Savage and Doink the Clown versus the current champions Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels. After that, we return to our war of momentum as Caden Carter takes on Tegan Knox and Scott Hall takes on Angelo Dawkins. After that, per our new authority figure, Eric Bischoff, after Six's defeat of Humberto Carrillo last week, Six gets another championship opportunity. The Intercontinental title will be on the line as Humberto Carrillo once again faces off against Six, this time in a Falls Count Anywhere match. So this time there will not be any count out victories. After that, last show we saw Asuka versus Bianca Belair. This time their tag team partners take up the mantle as our semi-main event will be Kairi Sane versus Jade Cargill. And then after that, just if you thought Eric Bischoff wasn't already out of his mind, y'all, last week Stone Cold Steve Austin successfully defeated Hollywood Hogan to retain his championship title. Well, Eric Bischoff has made it round 2. Yes, our main event is once again Stone Cold Steve Austin defending the RWF Heavyweight Championship against Hollywood Hulk Hogan. With that, it is time to get into our first match of the evening. So enjoy the music that's about to start, because coming up next, it is a 6-man tag team. is time for our first match. And yes, you see that correct. We have been taken over by the NWO per Eric, our new boss, Eric Bischoff. Double greet.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 820 pounds, Triple H, Batista, and Randy Orton, the Authority.
NWO, the Nick World Order. And here comes the previous man who was in control of RWF, who has seemingly been, honestly, out of everybody, he's got it the least bad right now. Last week being forced to do six-man tag team action against the Faces of Fear. This week they start off RWF again, six-man tag team action. We have not been told who they are facing yet, but interesting to see that Eric Bischoff is forcing Triple H to compete every week, it seems. Obligatory, I'm so glad to see Batista comment. You gotta wonder what these three are thinking. Last week they did get a successful victory over the likes of the Faces of Fear. Well, I guess we got our answer. The masters of the power of positivity.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 702 pounds, Xavier Woods, Big E, and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
The New Day reigniting as a trio to come out and face off against the Authority. It should be noted too that even though that their group is still called the Authority, they actually have no authority here in RWF out of this moment. You gotta wonder, what is Eric Bischoff's game here? First he puts them against the Faces of Fear. Now he's putting them against the New Day. I guess only Eric Bischoff could answer that. As this match starts, it looks like it'll be Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton starting things off here. Also, on a side note that's outside of storylines and everything, I hope you guys like the NWO takeover version of the RWF arena. Kofi Kingston in control here. I actually really like it. I'm glad. Tag out to Xavier Woods. Also, since you weren't here for the opening, Nick, if you guys can't stay for the whole broadcast, I 100% completely understand. You know, you might actually do the same, baby. You might want to go ahead. Now that I'm thinking about it, you might want to go ahead and fix dinner. That way, if this goes way too late, you can go ahead and go to bed without me. Because I don't want you to... I know you're going to get... I know you don't get a lot of sleep as is. What's up? Fair. I'll likely be able to stay, but T might not be able to. Fair. Kofi Kingston and Randy Orton trading blows. Big scoop slam. Orton rolling to the outside. Tag to Big E. And Orton going for a... well, I thought he was going for a weapon. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot. Betting. It's fun to bet against myself. Tag team action by the New Day. Now, in all seriousness here, how awesome would this tag team match have been if we would have been able to actually get it in the real life? Batista just unleashing himself here. And some glitches. Because Big E's... Batista had to bring Big E into the ring when he's not the legal man. There we go. Pinfall attempt. This match would definitely be pay-per-view worthy in real life. You're not wrong. Tag out to Kofi Kingston. Kofi in firm control here. Bop. Boink. Uh-oh. Batista's got the sledgehammer, and Kofi stops him from using it. Tag out to Triple H. Pinfall attempt by Kingston, but not even a 1 count. DDT by Kingston. Trying to do whatever he can to put away the game. Spinebuster into the cover, but Xavier Woods breaks up the pin. And now Triple H looking for the pedigree. Oh, he's got it locked in, and he hits it into a cover. And this time Big E breaks up the pinfall. Reversal by Kingston, who goes for a pin himself. And he gets a 2 count. Another DDT. Kingston trying to fight back. Neck breaker. Oh, and using the sledgehammer on Triple H. What irony. Oh, and he just hits him with a running knee. But then Triple H takes his eyes off of Kingston, but didn't look like Kingston was able to capitalize. Tag out to the Viper. Oh, you know, these two have had quite the history. Flapjack by Kingston. Tag out to Big E. Big E with the sledgehammer now. A shot and into a cover. And Triple H breaks up the pinfall. I know Orton with a Thez press. Big E. I thought he was going for something big, but instead he's going to do a move to Triple H here. Taking his eyes off of Randy Orton, and he paid for it. You never, ever want to take your eyes off the Viper. With that said, he's able to reverse, and Big E's back into things. Oh, deadlift, sit-out powerbomb. And again, E looking to fight Triple H, and now he tags out to Xavier Woods. Xavier going to town with that sledgehammer. Ooh, snap DDT by Randy Orton. Ooh, reversal by Woods. Tag out to Dave Batista. Oh. That's great. That's great. So they did their tag team finishing move, which is supposed to be Batista doing the Batista bomb, while Randy Orton does the RKO, but it mixed it up and Orton did the bomb while Batista did the RKO. Spinebuster by the Animal. Love it. Oh, big power slam, and there's the knockout.
Here are your winners, Randy Orton, Batista, and Triple H, the Authority.
Oh, last week, or last show. Let's go. Last show, it was Randy Orton getting the victory for the three-man team. This week, it's Batista. And interesting to note that not only is Bischoff making Triple H compete, but it almost seems like he's giving him victories. I don't know. It's just very interesting. Well, next up, we have our two #1 contenders for the Women's Championship and the Women's European Championship teaming up to face the current champions in tag team action coming up next. Fella.
The following contest is a tag match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Chinatown, New York, Wendy Choo.
Here comes Wendy Choo, the woman who surprised everybody by winning an 8-woman over-the-top rope battle royal, and will challenge Piper Niven for the women's championship title. This is definitely the gimmick T would have. I could see it. We even have a pillow that looks like that. Oh, wow.
And her partner, from Baltimore, Maryland, Stacy Keibler.
And here comes the woman who I feel really bad for because she has won the #1 contendership for Shayna Baszler's Women's European Championship, which means she has to face Shayna Baszler. Hey, it's legs. I mean, Stacy. I wish she would have her She's Got Legs theme song. I know they probably didn't want to pay Kid Rock, but it was the best song that she had. Well, speaking of the European champion,
And representing the hit squad from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, the Women's European Champion, the Queen of Spades, Shayna Baszler!
a woman who's no stranger to tag team action. That wasn't a bad song, right? Being a former RWF Women's Tag Team Champion. Looking to once again successfully defend her title.
And from Ayrshire, Scotland, the Women's Champion, Piper Niven!
And here she comes, the current, the woman who is really taken RWF by storm. Think about this for a second. She randomly gets involved in a match. She then gets inserted into the match for the women's championship, and out of not with no one expecting it, walked out champion. Shayna threw her towel and it disappeared into Stacy's chest. Right. Oh, this is interesting. It's Wendy Chu and Shayna Baszler starting out. And I forgot to do the thing. Wait. Nope. Nope, never mind. I thought I forgot to do computer versus computer. But it is computer versus computer. Okay. I say that this is interesting because Wendy is going to be facing Piper, not Baszler. Baszler trying to take a cheap shot and Stacy not letting her do it. Shayna not wanting to wait to get her hands on Stacy Keibler. Tag out to Piper Niven. These two, of course, will be facing each other at our next big event. Into a cover. Only a one count because Stacy Keibler. Oh, big crossbody by Piper Niven. Yeah, you gotta give in this match. You gotta give the advantage to the champions. Not only because they are the champions, but because but because they also are in, granted not together, but they are in individual tag teams. So they know how to do a tag team match and be a part of a tag team. Meanwhile, Stacy and Wendy don't have that. Betting is up. I do apologize about how long that took me. Stacy Keibler trying to show off just exactly what she can do. And here's the first. And of course she would choose the giant meat stick. Uh-oh. Baszler, she's been looking forward to this. Oh, give me just a moment, guys. Okay, sorry about that all. My wife had a question and I had an answer. Samoan drop by Wendy Chu. Goes for it again, but this time Shayna Baszler battles out. Ooh, massive kick there. Into a cover. Only a 1 count. Gotta love hashtag giant meat stick. You gotta love the sound of that Slim Jim too. Just whoosh. And now Niven has a chair. And she's just going to town on Wendy Chu. Piper Niven and Shayna Baszler just trying to decide who wants to get Wendy Chu next. Baszler going for that cutter, and she hits it. And per our new wrestling rules, these two could fight out here all day if they want, but they do have to worry about being knocked out, because they can be knocked out on the ringside and lose the match that way. There is no more countouts or disqualifications. Wendy Chu going after Niven. Although Baszler is the legal woman. Oh, she hits some sort of pop-up like forearm. And now just disrespecting the #1 contender. And she gets hit with a meat stick. Into a cover. But Stacy Keibler keeps the match going. Tag out to Piper Niven. These two women trading blows here, each trying to get one up on the other. Tag out to Stacy Keebler. Some good teamwork here by the number one contenders. Oh, there's that spinning heel kick by Keebler into a cover. And Baszler breaks up the pin. Oh, springboard crossbody by the women's champion. Piper Niven in control. Tag out to Baszler, who goes after the leg. And Baszler's got the chocolate. But Stacy Keebler keeps her from using it. Keebler trying to go for a power bomb, but Baszler keeps her from doing it. Back in the ring, and now, oh, there's the submission hold. And Wendy Chu breaks it up before Stacy could tap out. One of the things I love about RWF is the matchups we get. Where else would we see stuff like Nevin versus Wendy? I know, right? Massive kick there by Keebler. Tag out to Piper Niven. And now Stacy just chunking the, oh, nice combination there. I hope I got the clip. I'm gonna. I don't know if it got the full thing, but I tried to clip it. Oh no, 2 count. Kick out at 2 point. No. Wendy Chu almost getting the victory there. Turns her attention to Baszler, and it looks like that may cost her here. Oh, massive headbutt. And there's the knockout.
Here are your winners, the team of Shayna Baszler and Piper Niven.
The champions have come out on top on this particular moment. Well, perhaps a message to their challengers. We'll see as things continue on. But now it's time to switch gears. It's time to start our war of momentum. Starting with Katana Chance versus Shotzi. Coming up next. Chassis Squad rise up. Hype.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Oakland, California, Rasslin!
And what a time it is for this young lady. Having your own partner turn her back on her. She had her own partner turn her back on her. She then reunites with her former tag team partner. Goes on to win a chance to compete for the #1 contendership for the women's tag team titles. And wins that #1 contendership. Meanwhile, her former tag team partner, who claimed that she was the problem, has been on a continued losing streak. Yay. Okay.
And from Glen Ridge, New Jersey, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Katana Chance!
Alright, here comes Katana Chance, one half of the new women's tag team champions. What? This is their first in RWF. Okay, I haven't eaten dinner yet, so I am going to apologize. I'm going to be mute a lot for a little bit as I eat. Into a cover goes Shotzi. And there's the pinfall.
Here is your winner, Shotzi!
Dagnabbit. Yes. Stop. There you go. Sorry, it was being a little bit of a... All right, Shotzi getting a massive victory, earning the first point in the War of Momentum over the women's tag team titles. Now it's time to see who takes home the first point over the men's titles. And I do have a bit of an announcement here. Eric Bischoff has been a little, in his own words, he has been gracious enough to let Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford have another chance to take the titles back from Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. So we start that with our next match as Kevin Nash goes one-on-one against Montez Ford. Coming up next.
Smelling fresh and looking spiffy. Don't like clean money, I want my wrist to be filthy. Pops with that retirement fund, I can't touch till I'm 60. So what am I supposed to do? Roll and do. Steady patting them pockets, sell, I'm stacking hole and do. Ching, ching, bling, bling, catching cash and lump. It's a Coro, get a jacket, I'm selling them out my trunk. Whenever, whatever, it takes to shake down $1. Moto in that direction, wait a minute, holla, holla. All wants to know where they go, where they winning. A Meek and Marshall Monday, smelling just like a mint.
I still have yet to watch the Vince documentary. I was replying to Nick. And betting has opened.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring, representing the Street Profits from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 232 pounds, Montez Ford.
Now a three-time former RWF Men's Tag Team Champion, and because of this, looking to make it four-time. here comes Kevin Nash. Literally, last show, Eric Bischoff, when he was revealed, he just handed a title shot to Kevin Nash and Scott Hall. And, well, Ayo, the taking over came true as they just took the tag team titles from the Street Profits. And now they are set to defend them again at Biohazard. Not a Kevin Nash fan, but I love me some NWO. You know, me too. And I think a lot of it is it feels like, especially after a lot of the stories I've heard from him in WCW, it seems like he just got a massive ego, you know, and it seems like he was just rather a very large butt, or a very large butt. Um, but I don't know, and I love Diesel too, especially his theme song. That's NWO's music playing. I suppose they do own. They are in charge now. So there's a running jackknife powerbomb into a cover. Distraction. No, is not enough. He definitely has a huge ego, and that is a turnoff for me. Right? Although I have heard that if you meet him and you like ask him to sign the action figure of Super Shredder, he like, from what I've heard, he'll actually be like, oh wow. Ayo, it's the bad guy playing his tune. Totally forgot that was Nash, right? what do you know? Montez Ford.
Here is your winner, Montez Ford.
Montez Ford getting perhaps what might be the biggest, literally, win of his career. I'm not upset with this. And also puts the Street Profits 1-0 in the War of Momentum. With that out of the way, we now move on to our next match. It's another case of number one contenders versus champions in tag team action. It's the number one contenders for the United States and Pure Honor Championships versus the champions. Coming up next.
Wolfpack is back cause I'm mass destruction. Guess who's here? The bad boys of wrestling. Testing competition, win the war, that's their mission. Not no mercy, see the ring, set the street. If you don't know, you better find out the Wolfpack. Here to prove a point, number one, best believe that you don't wanna tussle with them or be involved with them. Come in the ring with them.
Is a tag team match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Sarasota, Florida, weighing in at 239 pounds, Macho Man Randy Savage.
And here he comes, the man who, oh yeah, it's the Funky Monkey Tower of Power, or from the Tower of Power. Here comes the man who outlasted 7 other men in an 8-man over-the-top rope battle royal to win the right to face Kurt Angle for the United States Championship.
And his partner, from parts unknown, weighing in at 245 pounds, Doink the Clown.
Oh, hide your kids. This clown is not here to make you laugh. He is here to make you cry. And he has promised that he is going, now that he is the number one contender to Shawn Michaels' Pure Honor title, he's going to take it away from Michaels and make it a real laughing matter. We would like to thank our good friend Kung Fu Cobra for willing this into existence. No problem. Hashtag doink.
And from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 237 pounds, the United States Champion, Kurt Angle.
And here he comes. The man who finally knocked off Eddie Guerrero. Able to successfully defend against Wade Barrett, the Funky Monkey and the Clown. They're a regular circus act, and I loves it.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Pure Honor Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
And here we have Shawn Michaels with his newly won Pure Honor Championship. This is the first time getting to see Michaels with the belt. Says he's trying to bring actual honor to the Pure Honor Championship. That belt does look good on him. Yeah, it does. And while this match goes, I'm going to finish my dinner. Gotta love how headshots with objects are banned in the actual WWE, but on the video game they're like, let them do it.
There's the tag. Tag is good.
Alright, I am back. Things are more extreme on the games, I guess. I guess you're right. We got Shawn Michaels and the Macho Man fighting at the moment. Also, I have got to apologize to Nick if he's still here. I'll wait. I'll wait to see if he's still here, but I think I have to apologize. I hear. Okay, my good friend, I believe I have to apologize. You have sent me earlier today a message on Facebook asking how my day has been. I have heard the message, but I never replied. I fully intended to do so, but I never got around to it, and I am sorry for that. So yes, I just wanted to apologize about that. No worries, I understand. Yay. But to answer the question of how's my day been, it's actually been pretty good. Um, Work was a little bit more peoply than for my tastes, but it's all good. I got through it, and nothing really bad happened other than some people using their kids to do some five-finger discounts. But yeah, we have Doink the Clown. Oh, he's got Michaels by the nose. Doink trying to punish Michaels. These two, of course, will face off at Biohazard against each other for the Pure Honor Championship. Glad to hear you were able to get through the difficulties, but dagnabbit to those people, right? And Michael's being sent into the corner. Blech. Brain, catch up to him. Doink the Clown, surprisingly in control, going for a cover. And a kick out at 2. Kurt Angle back into the ring now. Okay. Now, I should be able to focus solely on this from now on, hopefully. Shawn Michaels looking to tune up the band. And he hits his sweet chin music into the cover. Macho Man didn't even try to interfere.
Here are your winners, the team of Kurt Angle and Shawn Michaels.
Once again, boo. Once again, the champions perhaps sending a message to their challengers. But no time to stand on ceremony here. It is time to go into our next match. We have Caden Carter versus Tegan Knox coming up next. Umaga, another one of my favorites. Nice. Yay for the happy surprise.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from the Welch Valleys, Tegan Knox.
Tegan Knox, who returned to her friend's side, and now she's getting another opportunity for a title. Only this time it's tag team. Chop squash, put it in an oven at 400 for 5 minutes. Add cheese, put it in an oven for another 5 minutes.
And from the Philippines, one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Kaden Carter.
And here comes Caden Carter. Sounds great, to be honest. Caden Carter looking to even the odds up here, making it 1-1. We'll see if she'll have the ability to do that. This will be the second title opportunity that Tegan Knox has had since we have restarted RWF. She failed to capture singles gold, but now she has returned to help her friend, Shotzi. And help has she done, because now the two have not only won their tag team match, their first tag team match in a couple years, but they won the number one, they won the opportunity to compete for the number one contendership spot. And then out of all the four teams, they were the ones to walk out with the number one contendership spot. One count there. Knox trying to end this early. And it should be noted too that it was Tegan Knox that won that number one contendership match for for the team of Shocks. You know that she would love nothing more than to beat Katana Chance and Kaden Carter and become RWF Women's Tag Team Champion. 2 count after that Canadian Destroyer. And Knox is on fire. Went for the shiniest wizard, but flatliner by Carter, who takes over control of this match. Suplex by Carter. Of course, Katana Chance and Kane Carter being the first team to take the titles away from the Pretty Mean Sisters. Oh, that's an interesting move there by Carter into the pinfall. And a kick out at, I don't know if you could hear that, but 2. And now Caden Carter really, oh, massive kick. Now Carter going for that submission hold. But Tegan Knox way too close to the ropes. Big move there, but caught. Knox using some power we didn't even know she had. Into a cover. Only a 2 count. Massive kick by Knox trying to get back into it, but Carter trying to keep the momentum in her favor. And now these two women trading blows. And Knox gets the better of it with a super kick into the cover. And a kick out at 2. Knox went for again something big, but Caden Carter able to reverse out of it. Now sending Caden to the outside of the ring. The shiniest wizard on the outside of the ring. These two women just exhausted. Knox going for a cover. And she's able to get it.
Here is your winner, Tegan Knox.
And Tegan Knox brings the War of Momentum 2-0. I told you Shox is on top. Big win for Tegan Knox. But now we go over to the men's side of things. Next up, it's the bad guy. Scott Hall versus Angelo Dawkins. comes the man who is one half of the men who is who was pretty much cheated out of their their victory. They had just won the tag team titles, the men's tag team titles, and immediately one of the first actions that Eric Bischoff did as the new authority figure was make them defend their titles against Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, to which they did, unfortunately lost the titles.
And his opponent, representing the NWO from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 280 pounds, one half of the men's tag team champions, Scott Hall.
And here comes one half of our new men's tag team champions. The original bad guy. No longer calling himself Razor Ramon. Representing the NWO. That has literally taken over RWF. And this match begins. Eric Bischoff calls it an act of mercy, an act of, like, he's being nice by giving Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford a chance to regain their titles. Some of us believe that they should have never been forced to defend them that early in the first place, but we are unfortunately not the ones in control. Eric Bischoff is the authority figure. And when reached for comments about the absolutely disgustingly abuse of power, the only thing the president had to say was, "I told you that I was going to inject a lethal dose of poison. And you're seeing exactly what I meant by that." Angelo Dawkins fighting back. His partner Montez Ford getting a huge win earlier tonight. You know, Dawkins would love nothing more. A pinfall attempt. Only one count. You know, Dawkins would love nothing more than to bring the War of Momentum to a 2-0 position. Ooh, spear by Dawkins. Eric may be the authority figure, but T. Jones is the one in control. Fair enough. TWO to 0, 2-0. Scott Hall just punishing Angelo Dawkins here. Okay, baby. Okay, baby. I love you too. And Scott Hall going for the razor's edge here. I guess technically it's the outsider's edge. Into a cover. And only a 2 count. And y'all, I'm gonna do a small be right back. My wife has decided to go ahead and go to bed. I just wanna love on her for a little bit before she does. Alright, I am back. The Lady Bird has gone to bed. And now Scott Hall. Montez distracted Scotty with his steam and then tried to attack him from behind with a chair, but it failed. And Scott battled back. Oh, thank you. And there we go.
Here is your winner,
Scott Hall ties things up. Ayo, the bad guy. Scott Hall ties things up in the World Momentum, making it 1v1. Well, next up we have a title match per Eric Bischoff. So last RWF, Humberto Carrillo was forced to defend his newly won Intercontinental Championship against Six. And Six would end up winning the match, but he would win it by count-out victory. Meaning that Six would not become the champion because the title does not change via count-out or disqualification. Well, because Eric Bischoff is such a nice guy, he has once again granted an Intercontinental Championship match for Six against Humberto Carrillo. And this time, it is Falls Count Anywhere. That's coming up next.
is a Falls Count Anywhere match and is for the Intercontinental Championship.
What a thoughtful guy Eric is. Here he comes. Now, technically, he did get the win last episode. But, as I have already stated, titles cannot change hands via disqualification or countout. That is why it's called the championship or champion's advantage. You will not have that advantage here tonight, though. Of course, what it's all about. Bischoff trying to put the titles on all of his guys.
Introducing the challenger from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 212 pounds, 6. And his opponent from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 198 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, Umberto.
This will be the second time Humberto has had to defend his title after just winning it. And again, the second time he's going to have to defend it against 6. This match is underway. As I said, there is no champion advantage in this match. There are no disqualifications, no rope breaks, no count outs. It has to be won by pinfall or submission, and it is falls count anywhere, which means they don't even have to be inside the ring to get a victory. Humberto, of course, won the Intercontinental title from Bret the Hitman Hart and was one of the ones victim to being forced to automatically defend his title against, at the time, someone he had no idea who was, which turned out to, of course, be the NWO's own Six-Pac. Humberto trying to do everything in his power to stay champion. Still have 2 more big matches after this. There's that face buster into the cover. Only a 1 count. And Six pulling out a ladder. I don't know why he would choose that weapon. This is not a ladder match. Berto with a kendo stick. And now the buzzkill. Alberto tap out. No, he's able to get out of it. Or maybe Six decided to let him out of it. Either way, this match continues. And there's Angel Garza. Out of nowhere. There's no disqualification, so he can interfere in this if he'd like in just a moment. All right. Into a cover, but I think the referee might be just a little confused what's going on right now. Hurricanrana. I don't think Six expected this. Looks like Garza might be heading to the back now. And now Six using that kendo stick to his advantage. Alberto able to capitalize. I think Six was trying for another buzzkill there, but Berto able to reverse. And now using the baseball bat. Signature weapon of the NWO. And Alberto's got that submission move. Will X-Pac give up? Oh, sorry, Six. And yes!
Here is your winner, and still Intercontinental Champion,
Humberto
Humberto.
able to defy all odds, getting the victory here tonight. I'm sure Eric Bischoff isn't going to be happy about that, but what can you say? It actually seemed like Six had the deck stacked against him by Eric making it no disqualification. And WO getting played at their own game. With that, coming up next, we have a bit of a grudge match. We have Kairi Sane versus Jade Cargill. We saw their tag team partners face off last episode with Bianca Belair getting the victory. We'll see if Jade can follow suit. Coming up next. we go with our semi-main event of the evening. And of course she would.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring, accompanied by Asuka, representing the Kabuki Warriors from Yamaguchi, Japan, Kairi Sane!
Just like Asuka did last week, it looks like Kairi is coming out with her tag team partner in her corner. It seems like these two are almost inseparable now that they've come back together.
A storm is coming. And from Vero Beach, Florida,
And here she comes. And again, just like Bianca did last week, she's she is not stupid. She has got Bianca in her corner. She knew that Kairi was gonna have Asuka in her corner, so she brings Bianca Belair out with her. Smart move by Cargill. Sorry for not talking much. Got pain spike going on. You're fine, Bruta. I honestly thought you may have passed out on me. And it's all good. Like, the fact that you've been here at all just means the world to me. And if you need to end up going to bed, feel free to do so. And this match is underway. It's like Asuka has put on on one of her kabuki masks while she's out at ringside. I plan to be here for the whole show. I'll be up regardless. Fair. Kairi Sane in control of this matchup. Cargill trying to get back into it. Massive power move there by Jade Cargill. And again, Jade just showing off just how powerful she is. Oh, and the athleticism, but came crashing down. Oh yeah. I'm a fan of Jade, just thinks she's still green. She's so just stinks. She's so green still. I can agree with that. Oh yeah, Bruda, did I tell you that I was indeed able to get the Bray Wyatt thing? Because if I didn't, I got the Bray Wyatt thing. You did not, but that's really exciting. I really love how. So the cool things about the Bray Wyatt thing is the Bray Wyatt edition. Um, the action figure Bray Wyatt is just funny, and it reminds me of one of the ones we used on Harley's Nightwing. But it's just kind of funny looking. But it comes with the original Live in Fear song. So, you know that as much as I love the heavy metal version that has the hurt and heal, I am a huge fan of the original as well. So that was great for me. I'm also really love how well they did on the new Fiend. It even has his kids' names on the tights, like it was supposed to. So that's like amazing. The only thing I don't like is the Uncle Howdy, because it feels like they put no effort into the Uncle Howdy. Like, it's literally the exact same Uncle Howdy that's already on the game, with the exception that he has different moves. He's got a little bit darker beard, and they make him come out to the song Shatter instead of the like original that Uncle Howdy theme song that he has in the game. And that's it. He looks exactly the same, other than the darker beard. And Jade Cargill hitting the Jaded, going for the cover. And a kick out of 2. I feel like they could have done better and put more into it, but I like what they did do, and I'm excited to see it. Yeah, like, when it comes to The Fiend, they did fantastic. It looks amazing. But and there's the pinfall.
Here is your winner,
Woo, Jade. And the losing ways for the newly reunited Kabuki Warriors continues. Well, with that, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our main event of the evening. Once again, Stone Cold Steve Austin puts his title on the line against Hollywood Hogan. Coming up next, I'm looking forward to seeing Fiend for sure. Depending on how tired you are, I might do a dark match just to show off the entrances of the 3 new characters. Main event time.
The following contest is a special guest referee match.
Wait,
And is for
what?
the Heavyweight Championship.
A special guest referee? I guess Eric Bischoff has declared there's going to be a. Please don't tell me. Oh, wow. The man himself.
Please welcome the special guest referee for this match, Eric Bischoff.
Well, he's back. You can say that again. The man who is now the authority figure here in RWF, making an appearance and again using his power to make himself the special guest referee in this title match. I guess since Six could get the job done earlier, and since Austin defeated Hogan last episode, this has got to be his contingency plan. Yeah, just keep that NWO video rolling. Here he comes. The man with possibly the biggest ego when he decides to put on the black and white. How a man who stood for eating your vitamins, saying your prayers, doing what's right, could fall so low is still beyond me. Hulkamania looking to run wild here tonight. And here comes the current RWF Heavyweight Champion, a man who it doesn't seem he can catch a break. First targeted by Randy Orton, then targeted by Triple H and of course Triple H's authority, and now seemingly targeted by Eric Bischoff and the NWO. And of course is what it's all about. Still can't believe Bischoff.
The challenger from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 302 pounds, Hollywood Hogan. And his opponent from Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, the heavyweight champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
If I was Austin, I wouldn't hand him that title. Oh, like it or not, this is the position that we are in right now, and this match will start. And of course, Hogan already cheating, using the rules that, using the fact that he's got the leader of the NWO as the special guest referee here tonight. Well, you've seen Austin face what seemed to be odds that he could not come against and prevail. So if anyone can overcome these odds, it's definitely got to be the Texas Rattlesnake. I love the random crowd like yelling. Austin trying to battle back now. Hogan taking back control into the cover. A surprisingly steady pinfall count there by Eric. Perhaps he is just trying to keep things down the middle. I don't know. Into a cover. Again, Bischoff calling things surprisingly right down the middle. I will be honest, I did not expect this from Eric. Well, just a 2 count is oh, big boot by Hogan into the cover. I've really got to say, I am very impressed as Hogan pulls out a stop sign. But Austin stops him from using it. Says Prez by Austin. I love the crowd yelling things too. That's a good touch. Austin looking for a stunner, but Hogan able to reverse. Big forward slam there into a cover. Yeah, I still just can't believe, like, when I saw that our special referee was going to be the leader of the NWO, I figured this match was going to be over by now. That he was going to just do a quick 3 count. Maybe that was the point. Maybe Eric wanted to show us all that he's not quite as bad as we seem to think he is. And there's a stop sign. There's no disqualifying going on. So, very, very interesting. What's Eric trying to pull by trying to look so unbiased, right? There's the big scoop slam. And there's the leg drop into the cover. And there it is. That, okay. Hogan just threw Eric Bischoff out of the ring. I don't think he even though Hogan won here tonight, I don't think he liked the fact that Bischoff was very unbiased there. But like it or not, we do indeed have a new heavyweight champion. And with that, we have come to the end of our show. But just for our good friend Kung Fu Cobra, I'm going to do a triple threat match. I'm going to set one up so we can see the new characters. Looks like Hogan is upset at Eric for being so impartial. Is Eric out of the NWO? Is Hogan going to try to steal Eric's position and become the one in control? All good questions. Okay. Just for you, Nick, these are the three new characters that I got with the Bray Wyatt edition. His grin is just so offsetting. My name's Bray Wyatt, and I hate rabbits. Follow the buzzers. Man, this takes me back. I know, right? I'm glad that they brought this song back, though. the outfit that never got to actually be used. It even has the face on the mask, or on the back. I wonder if they could work this suit into a White Six story somehow. I don't know. Because I just don't know who they would put in it. It almost feels like it'd be, wrong to have somebody else wear it. I mean, as a prop or a background feature or something. Oh, fair enough. And this one, this was the one that I was just like kind of disappointed in. Like, I have no issue that they made him come out to Shatter. I don't know. I guess my biggest issue is they didn't do anything to his look, except I think the beard is a little bit darker. This doesn't do as much justice to how Howdy is these days as I'd want it to. Exactly. Like, I got so excited because of the original theme song and the new feed looks so great, and then this just was like, this is so disappointing. So yeah. Another thing I got too is
Has more than one royal family.
it comes with the Fiend Championship belt. if you can. I don't know if it'll let me do. Oh yeah. So yeah, there's a decent look at it. Alright. Alright, with that, it is time to start wrapping up. I'm gonna just make sure something real quick. Okay, yeah. Okay. I can change. Alright. So, I hope you all had a good time for this episode of RWF. Let me do a looky-loo. No, not emojis. Alright, so we will be live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Time, so our normal time. Me and my wife will be playing Minecraft together for Minecraft Thursday. So I hope you guys will join me for that. Me and her for that, I should say. And yeah, let's go ahead and I'm not going to do a raid because it's so late. 'Twas a great stream. Yay, I'm glad you liked it. Let's go ahead and get to our commands. As always, we are sponsored by our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He has blessed my wife and me very greatly. And yeah, we want to make sure that we return his blessings by giving him all of the honor, glory, credit, and praise that he rightfully deserves. We also, of course, want to say a huge thank you. Thank you to everybody that's joined me today. It means so much to me that you guys take time out of your busy days to come and hang out with me. And of course, a huge thank you goes out to our supporters, starting with my hashtag wonderful wife, Firebird10. My good friends Nick and T, Dylan Taylor 4, Sean, Steve, and Z-Fire Incorporated for the contributions they have given to my stream. Discord. Ooh, I don't have the Discord ready. Give me a moment, because I can get it real quick. There we go. Discord, we have one of those. If you haven't joined our Discord yet, feel free to grab that link that I just posted and come join us over on Discord. We have tons of chat rooms. That's where important announcements are had, important decisions are made, and we just love to see you there. Spooky games. I normally don't like asking people for help, and one of my big philosophies here on Twitch is nothing should ever be required, but in this one small instance, I do not have the money to get the 2 spooky games that I would like to play for you guys for this spooky month. So, if you would like to see them, I do need help. It's $35 to get both of them. You can donate by PayPal. YouTube. We have one of those as well. If you'd like to check out some of our past live streams, feel free to grab that link and come join us over on YouTube. We have a bunch of videos waiting for you guys to look at. And of course, you can rewatch this one once it gets uploaded. Please, I do ask, leave a like and a comment. TikTok. We have one of those as well. We've been doing highlight videos, so if those are your things or more your speed, feel free to grab that link and join us over there. Again, I ask, please leave a like and comment, and maybe share around. Last but not least are ways that you can help support the stream if you would like to do so. Always keep in mind that with the exception of the spooky games, nothing is ever required, but everything is very much appreciated. With that, more information on how you can help the streams is in the chat. Y'all, thank you again so much for joining me. I hope I will see you here tomorrow. As for tonight goes, I am J Rabbit, and I hope you all have a very good night.
Hope you all have a good time. But now it's time to say goodnight. Thank you all. I hope you join me again. Rabbit always showing which God's love, and with God's love you can do it all. Hey you all, let's have some fun at the Rabbit plays all kinds of games, yeah. Things like Minecraft with his wife, Rasslin with the Rabbit Wrestling Federation. Oh come on, you can't go wrong. Star Wars made the Force be with you. Undertale, back to the bowl. Subnautica, the underwater adventure. Thank you all, I hope you join me again. Rabbit always showing which God's love, and with God's love you can do it all. Thank you all again, and I hope you all have a good night. Thank you all again, and I hope you all have a good night.